What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Davon coming back to you for another one for a nitty gritty, everything so saucy news and professional wrestling. Getting into AEW Dynamite, ratings initially that had transpired this following had come out earlier today. The details is on if the important rating was affected of AEW's performance or potential deal when it comes to WB. Things initially continue to be heating up, but let's go ahead and get into this initial article of everything initially broke down when it came to everything of things that initially transpired. The show, which aired a few days ago, only generated 502,000 viewers and had a rating of 0.16 on the key demographic of 18 to 49 on the demographic. These numbers are said to be the lowest in the show's history, despite featuring the likes of MJF, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, and in comparison to last week's show. This is a major drop in the viewership for this weekly show. According to a recent report by Fightful Select, they were able to speak to WB representatives who responded by saying this is considered the numbers are oddly in general when it comes to everything that she happened. They apparently named several factors, including Juneteenth being a holiday, and the broadcast of other sports events, including the Olympic trials, College Basketball World Series. They believe this is to be the only one-off solution. Another source from the WBD said basically Warner Brothers Discovery ended up saying that they told them that this will not affect any future deals between both sides, as they were optimistic for the higher numbers leading up into next week. The backstage reaction when it came to AEW talent to the low numbers were kind of shocked. But with them being a few weeks till Forbidden Door pay-per-view, this week episode of Dynamite saw the promotion moving into high gear into the build-up of the major crossover event. However, despite showcasing MJF's return in ring, a face-off between Will Ospreay and Swerve, and a first-time ever stare-down between MJF and the Aerial Assassin later on within the night, the show came out with the lowest generated viewership and rating in history. Also, Fightful Select ended up saying they spoke to several AEW talent and they were surprised about the numbers and they were able to internalize this well backstage. But at this point, it remains to be seen how the next AEW show fare moving forward, with Rampage and Collision set to air on the weekend. And the final episode, Dynamite, before Forbidden Door, takes place in a few days. They look to make things up the ground and bounce back from what was an odd week, according to them, as things initially continue to be pushed in the right direction from that article. From my own personal opinion, hey, it's just one of those situations where you go up and down. A lot of people in the internet community was coming up with their own theories and blaming and saying smaller venue and all that. It's just one of that time of the season where it can go up and down based off of the day. But a lot of people were investing into other ventures besides pro wrestling for that initial night on Wednesday. But things will pick up back up because AEW is really good about the ratings. But the initial thing is they need to find a groove to keep the fans initially invested and find their niche to be the true alternative. Don't turn into WWE because WWE is WWE. Honestly, would like to see AEW go day one days, initially finding their sweet spot of initially keeping the crowd invested, but also continue to do their thing, because they really had a great show this following Wednesday, and then there's no takeaway when it comes to AEW. Despite them having a great show, people just were doing their own thing when it came to Juneteenth. But in overall, I see no complaints when it comes to the situation, especially when Tony Khan initially spoke about everything that initially had transpired. Tony Khan initially had a lot of groundwork and he felt still positive about the low ratings, but he knew that it was going to be a bounce back when it came to everything that initially happened. Dave Meltzer had a lot to say as well when it came to initially everything that she broke down when it came to the low ratings, and a couple other people initially had their say about everything initially continue to be broken down. But I know Tony Khan will continue to be actively working with WBD when it comes to Warner Brothers Discovery to initially get things looking into the right direction and initially get onto that streaming platform of the Max deal. Initially, they will be able to give all their library content and so much more. And of course, their pay-per-views will be switching over there, which they probably go jump down to more viewers and stuff like that. And just to get more people to invest into AEW weekly television, as I think that would be the right move to go, since Netflix is doing everything with WWE of having all the content directly, and then they will really get more eyes on the product. I feel like this will be the right move for AEW when it comes to numbers. But if the show ratings go up, then the numbers go up as well for them to get more money invested by Warner Brothers Discovery. But in general, I see things going to continue to be actively good when it comes to this relationship with Warner Brothers Discovery and AEW, as they continue to be doing really fairly well as being the number one show on their telecast broadcast on Wednesdays. So I initially don't see any direct drops or things hurting them in the long run when it comes to everything initially being involved with AEW's television. But I'd like to know from you guys on personal opinion what you feel about this whole situation. Drop the comments down below in the comments as well, and I could chop it up with you guys. Or if you got any new source or everything initially is going with AEW, feel free to hit me up as well. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short. Appreciate you guys coming through about the whole details of what's going on with AEW and Tony Khan and so